Hello, Malcolm. Hello, Sandy. Hello, everyone else. Welcome back to Kingdoms and Castles. We're returning from our crash last time. So the crash took out about an hour or so, I think, of what we'd done that episode. And the game had been having bugs the whole time. Like the gold bugged out and just a whole bunch of stuff was funny. It was bogging a lot, like bogging super, super badly. So I'm thinking it might have crashed because I overcooked the computer. I may have simply been in serious overheat and causing the system not to be able to handle this fairly heavy sim. I mean, this is a resource-intensive sim. At least for my system it is. What have I got? I've probably said it in other videos, but I've got an old AMD Thuban 6-core and an old GTX 570 or 560 with 3 gigs on board, 16 gigs of RAM, of whatever speed was good when I bought the computer in like 2011. So that's what she is. That's what she is. And it's a nice go. What the hell is this guy doing? I'd like more information on the citizens. What the fuck? There's more! What are they doing? Oh my god. Were they coming to put out this fire, maybe? Just like emergency pathing to put it out? We'll replace that. Okay, I did not notice people swimming before. This town is kind of soup's buggy. I think they might have been rushing to put out the fire. They're bringing a bucket of water from the well over here through the ocean to the fire. Here's another one, though. What the hell is going on? Okay, speed to 3. Let's just see where these idiots go. We're going to crash the game again running speed at 3. Come on, go. Oh, Vikings invading. What am I doing? Speed to 1. Okay, those guys are going to have to wait. We'll see if we have any more swimmers later. I got to take you around what I did, except the Vikings are going to break it now. I wanted to take you around what I did, but here they come. And they're probably going to break these defenses here, most unfortunately. Yeah, I think they might. They might not. If they keep turning off, they might not. But, you can't count on luck. No, they're breaking the defenses. Those jerks. Oh, I didn't want that happening at all. Yes, fall over and die, you rotten brute. And that one continued on his way, heading for this nice newly built area that I wanted to show off to you guys. Good, he's sunk. There's too many, though. They're not going to get sunk. Well, we'll knock out that bit of rubble and rebuild there, I guess. And I'm hoping that by the end of this invasion we don't have any more swimmers. This is one buggy little town. Okay, when they go this way, are they going to have any luck? Pretty heavily defended. I don't see them flashing white from hits. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, I don't think they're going to do well that way. And here come the actual Vikings. Only 2 ships of them? 1 ship of them? That's really weird. Usually it's an equal number of Viking ships to ogre ships. But this was straight up an ogre raid. Well, it's not going to work out for them. Not going to work out for them, eh? This one got a long ways. Well, we're going to wait till they're fully done before we go on our tour, but they don't seem to have done anything other than bust that castle block. That's pretty light punishment. Yeah, that's it for them. Alright, I'll take it. Okay, we're going to go check on those swimmers before we do anything else. Like, what the hell? Yeah, I think they were putting out the fire. I don't see any more swimmers. Oh, good, that's a relief. That would have really confused me. So I'm going to start at the center, because after the crash, I came in and I actually did a fair amount of work in the town. I hated the way our castle was, so, hey, I didn't realize our castle got taller. Oh, that's interesting. By adding features, we made it taller somehow. Interesting. I didn't notice that last time I was playing. Anyway, so I reorganized here. I ripped out a lot of farms. I don't think it's going to be a food problem, though, because we've got lots of food here. So I ripped out a lot of farms and a whole bunch of thoroughfares and junk, and now we have our castle set up. We've got 3 treasuries here just lined right up because they seem to work stacked with the doors blocked with no problem. And that's doing great. And we've got our Hall of War here, fit right in, and we've got our barracks here, fit right in. So they've all got proper road access now. You know, they're not looking dumb anymore. And then we've got our great hall here, which we never had before. We put a market in here and a granary next to it. And if charcoal wasn't doing so well, I'd be putting in another charcoal burner, but I think charcoal's actually a little high. I may have to knock out a charcoal burner. Still, more citizens will use more charcoal. We'll see how that goes. So we've got all this with good road service, and people can cut through the market to do things and stuff. They seem to be cutting through the farms. And we put the statue of Lord Levi and his pet cow out here, because we never built that before. I don't know what it does. What does it do? Guardian of the forest and all its creatures. That is not a forest creature. That is a domestic coo. Oh no, it has horns that are different from a domestic coo, and kind of a different muzzle. Actually, I think it's a dog with antlers. I think what he has there is, yeah, look at that. He's got himself a dog with antlers right there. So Lord Levi and his antler dog are guarding our place. Too long to store, no doubt. No doubt. All of you can just be dismissed now. And so we did all that, and we cleaned up this neighborhood a bit. I got started taking out a few internal defenses in the town to start making more room, and we'll do more. We're going to pull out more internal defenses, probably do some of that this episode. But we'll keep going. What happened to this hospital? Why isn't the door facing the road? Are you kidding? I actually built this hospital sideways. Well, we'll be taking that out and putting in a new one. For gracious sakes. With the door facing the right way, the town must have... Oh, right. And of course I plague when I start a new hospital building. Time for the Festival of the Plague. Celebrate the plague. And celebrate the plague. You know, I could probably take one of those out and turn it into a market. I mean, we got a market close to the castle. Have we got a market close to here? You know, I'm not thinking we do. I'm thinking it might be a perfectly good idea to jam a little old market in there instead of a town square. Or is it good to be able to have 2 festivals at once? You know, I don't know. Well, we'll wait a bit. We'll take a look over here, because I've been repairing this neighborhood quite a bit. Stupid hospital. That embarrassed me. So we've got ourselves set up here. Let's see if this poor lonely manor who wants neighbors is also bothered by charcoal. No, just wants neighbors. Probably arrange neighbors at some point for them. So we've got a baker and a tavern up at the end here. Charcoal burner to feed the baker charcoal and to feed these guys. We've got another new hospital in here. Nice little library in here. And we've kind of started completing our external walls a little bit. The newer wall sections are getting raised to 2 wall height. We'll just do some of that right now. Pop. I better take it slow. I do not want to A, build blocks in the wrong place, or B, see, crash the game. Because now I'm afraid of it crashing. Basically, I think we're going to go ahead and wall this. We're not bloody using it, so take it up to 2. Okay, and we've taken all this up to 2. It's not armed. I put 1 little tower here. Should probably have more defense here. We'll see how that goes. In fact, I should probably do the castling outwards and clear this land. Actually makes more sense, doesn't it? Why don't I bang in a few piers here? Just grab a few of them. It's probably going to be hard for them to build through all those walls, but just going to pier that up. Maybe we'll... Oh, I don't know. Gee, does anyone here enjoy beach access? Let's just see. No, residents enjoy the town square +8 happiness. Oh, so those things should be all over the damn town. Well, do we finish the defenses here or leave this as a bit of a wet port here? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Not sure. Finish the tour, that's what we'll do. So yeah, we worked quite a lot. We actually worked all over town. We tidied and fixed a lot of stuff. These internal defenses could probably come out. Nobody's going to be landing right there. Well, they might actually. So they might end up coming in this way. We better leave it for now. And yeah, we've got a little bit more housing in. Okay, we've done this neighborhood. We looked at the castle, which I'm quite pleased with the changes around the castle neighborhood. Oh, I did change the roads here too. I brought the roads through in several places. We're going to start trying to do more of that too, to improve flow, especially because we've only got wood producing on one side of town really. So, meh, that's annoying. So over here, what have we done? We didn't peer in as much over here this time. We should probably peer in more actually right now. We should probably clean this up and peer in more of it just to get the defenses up around it. So, and that's all we're going to concern ourselves with is getting the defenses up. So we'll go ahead and do this. We'll do this. This. I wonder how many of these I can get away with building. We've got quite a bit of materials. We just lost a ballista tower. I'm gonna have to go take a look and see where that is. It looks like we might be expanding a little here. I think I'll make that it. That'll be it for now. Okay, where's that ballista tower at? Click. Okay, yeah, I think we'll replace that one. I mean, some of this stuff we won't. But that seems like a pretty good coastal defense right there, so we're going to go ahead and keep it. Doo-doo. And that distracts me from our little tour. There were so many small changes. Getting granaries in, stuff like that. But yeah, that's what we did in this area, is we slipped in a bit of housing, managed to get them neighbors, slipped in a new library because there was no coverage for the housing, so it's worth a few gold a year, and we like libraries. Look at them pouring in with the stone, eh? Wow, easier to get stone than wood this far away from the wood sources, I think. So the stone will get delivered first. So we'll get that all done in. And yeah, we put in a little stockpile, which isn't really getting used and should probably be replaced with something else. That's okay. How's iron? It's still holding, so we're not going to worry. I actually demolished out an iron mine and built something in its place, so that's a thing. Got a couple piers in here and put a charcoal burner and a windmill on them. Very useful use of piers. Threw a little granary in here. Looks like it's full. And brought the road through here, and we cleaned up the wall out here and stuff, and we got some fresh stuff in: housing, library, food production. These defenses probably aren't quite ready to come out. They're getting close to ready to come out, and I don't know why the road goes to here. That seems pointless, so we are going to demolish that road and just put a well in. Cause wells. Always have enough. Or could we use something else there? Do we need a stockpile? No. Do we need a charcoal burner? It would bother those people. No, no, and no, nothing. Oh look, rubble. Farm rubble and tavern rubble. Are you serious? Well, let's just see, how full are these? Not very, so no point putting another granary in. Well, that one's full. No point putting another granary in. We'll put the tavern back. We'll put the tavern back. Didn't notice that burning down. There we go. Bang. And we'll put the farm back, too. Better do. This area especially. This area has really poor food production, and actually by finishing the defenses outwards, we can probably... I bet there's farmland underneath there, you know. Fear Joey. That's got to be the name of some person working on the game or something. That's a very internet-y name, eh? So decide what to do vis-a-vis this planked off area. What are we going to do with it? I think we'll go ahead and build more piers. This is going to murder stone. But we're going to go ahead and build more piers. In a square here. Another 3x3 right there. And we're going to think hard about what we're actually doing. Okay, so how far out do we need to bring the walls? Not particularly, because there'll be no trouble reaching any of this, but we'll need road service to this portion, which we'll bring through where this tower rests. And then we'll need walls on the outside of it. So we're going to have road service come in here, and then structures 2 deep taking up all this. So we will put one more round of piers around the outside if we can afford them. Stone doesn't seem to be coming in fast enough. We're going to run it out. But we're going to try to get this done. And just take them all the way out. Wow, we almost have enough. I missed one there. And that's it, we're out. Just ran out of stone. Ding, bing it. Just about got it finished, because that's as far as I think I'll take the town there. That's a pretty major project. Okay, so this thing with stone, do we have any shutdown quarries we can crank up right now? I'm just looking. We got places we could be quarrying that we aren't. That's actually a good thing, right? Okay, those 2 quarries are running. I think the double quarry had a quarry demolished. Where is it? Here. Yeah, the double quarry had a quarry demolished. Dragon coming in. Well, we're overproducing charcoal anyway, so we'll just deal with that in a minute. I think we might take out one of those town central charcoal burners. Let's see if these 3 ballistae come in. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. That's cool. They're tracking him, but they're not tracking him very fast, are they? Luckily, they can fire through walls and peasants without hurting them. He's going to come down over a populated area. Wow, look at the arrows just storming him. Good landing, dragon. Good landing. Nice. That always boosts their happiness, too, so that's good. Our beds aren't full, but they're full enough. We have no idlers. I guess we just commanded a skookum load of builds. But I was looking for quarries. What about the castle quarry? Does it still exist? Now we tore out the castle quarry and demolished the rock. Right. So all quarries are running. Amusing. Amusing. And charcoal's in a bit of a runaway state. So we're going to go find that double charcoal burner wherever it was. And exterminate one of it. What do these people want? Oops. I didn't care. I mean, I was trying to click it, but I used the wrong mouse button. They're back. Some was ruined by winter blood. They're very happy. Blood. And where's my dragon? Congratulations. My military advisor is one surly beast, eh? Surly. Okay, so... Okay, here's a double charcoal burner, and we can rip one out. I think right now. I think we will rip this out. No, we won't rip you out. You're a citizen of the town. We'll rip out that charcoal maker, and I think we'll put our quarry back in. Ridiculous as it may seem, we're going to go ahead and put our quarry back in. Because I was a fool. I was a fool. And what's stacked all up here? It better not be bloody armaments. No, I think it's tools. Oh, those are armaments. It's armaments and tools, and are they ever racked and stacked? Let's check this blacksmith and make sure he hasn't reverted to making bloody armaments. No? Thank gracious. Now, someone commented, Augustine or somebody else commented, that you can keep on training soldiers and you can actually use them and move them around without a general. So, not too sure on that. So we lost our soldiers. We've got 30 idlers, so we're going to start grabbing them. Okay. We'll just start a new army. They think I'm an excellent ruler. Congratulations. No suggestion of taxing them, but then I am taxing them at the max. Okay, there's our soldier. So let's just hit another one. Oh my god. Hello, trainee arrival. What does he want? Happy and content, raise taxes. Okay. Well, at least he's keeping his mouth open about good stuff. Let's see what's going on. I just have no idea. Well, there's the workers. I guess they bring armaments. Yes, look, they're bringing armaments to fill it up. Yeah? Oh no, that was the trainee maybe arriving. No, that was a guy bringing armaments. They just went up to 9 out of 10 from 8 out of 10. That's pretty cool. I'd like to be able to put defenses on my castle. You can't put your archer towers right on the thing. I guess what you're supposed to do is build some castle around your castle. Knocking out internal defenses and making things more viable. And also possibly another bloody stockpile. These look rather full. Well, we'll just let them overflow into surrounding areas. That probably suit us pretty well. Let's go get that pier in. Oh, look, they're all swimming. But this time they're swimming for a good reason. Pier, and pop it in. Oh, and look how the road just wants to suddenly join. I don't have the stone. I don't think that's going to happen, but actually the road so wants to suddenly join. It won't take much ripped out. Or maybe I could just build more piers. Oh yeah, I built this area again. And instead of getting whacked with the piers, I got economical and I just built a library on a pier. I was like, the Vikings are not going to attack that. It's just going to sit there. I don't need to defend it. And so I got in a pair of manors here and a little extra food services. And I'm curious about this granary. Oh, it's full, alright. So I'm glad I built it. Doesn't seem to want to close now. That's interesting. Granary is staying open. I just heard something that sounded like a car door, so hopefully our episode's not going to get interruptioided. Okay, so we've built this out. I think we better castle it off. Let's see how many castle blocks we can pull off before we run out of stone, eh? So we're gonna do that all the way, every pier, all the way across, and that gives us a bit of extra space to fool around with in there too. It's actually probably a good location for an additional. I was gonna say stockpile, but looking at that, I can see that the stockpile is in fact. I didn't just build one up to 3, did I? Oh, I sincerely hope not. I heard a double kathumped. So, oh look, I just ran out of stone. Oh my god. I think I only built them up to 2. Okay, I'm gonna actually wait for the stone. I'm gonna go time to 3, and I'm gonna wait for stone to build up to 15, so I can have another castle block. Bang it in. Hey, why didn't it give me another one anyway? Mean old thing. Probably because it already knew I wasn't getting one. So that's got to go in. We are going to raise time a little. That's got to go in, and then we can start ripping out some other stuff too. So, well, we'll just let them build that. We've set them quite a mighty load of buildery. And this is quite the pier. I'm glad Vikings don't burn piers. They're tiresomely long to build. Tearing out all the internal defenses is a mistake because of dragons. We're going to need to keep our internal defenses in areas like this. And there isn't even anything on this expensive tall tower. And I just built that tower too. I actually just built that. Why did I do that? I must have been tired. Is it worth putting something on that? Anything anti-dragonish? I don't really bloody know. I'm also kind of curious, if you have a tall tower like this and you demolish everything out around it, can you keep it? Or will it fall over? Because you can't build them that tall without... Okay, well, we're leaving the defenses here anyway. Hey, look, these are done. These are done, so we're going to go ahead and run out of stone. Damn it. I'm never in balance, eh? Now I got too much wood and not enough stone. It's incredible. Well, I won't be able to build them up to 2 height right now, that's all. But That's good. Then we can start ripping junk out here, because they won't be able to land pretty much anywhere. So we can start tearing out all this stuff. We can actually tear out all this stuff right now and start using the land a little bit. Not that we need the food production or anything, but we're going to do some rock removals in here. If we've got, we certainly have the wood for them. And they don't cost any stone. Excellent. So we're going to rock remove all this. Because those rocks were actually in there as ogre defense. That's why they were being left. So definitely going to rock remove those. Gee, what other major changes did we make to the town? I did build one more hospital somewhere. Maybe that was it. Maybe the side... No, the sideways one wasn't it. No, I built another hospital somewhere. I think this is it. This is the hospital I built next to this tavern. Yeah, I built this hospital. Because we were getting quite a few deaths from plagues. I didn't stop to note how many died of plague this time. Looks like our population's pretty solid, though. Okay, too long to store, and there's no place to put wood. Really? Alright, I'm gonna go shut down one forester, and that's it, one. Just one forester. I'm gonna shut down this forester. Boy, is he ever vulnerable to Vikings, eh? Well, we're gonna close him. The stockpile's packed with wood anyways. Hey, have these guys all got charcoal? Oh, charcoal's so huge. No, they're really low on charcoal. Damn it. Distribution. They got a charcoal burner across the street. I'm not even considering giving them more charcoal. So we just got a plague. That means the plague doctor should be rushing out, and this hospital is now the right way around, thank gracious. Hey, there goes a plague doctor. Where is he? There he is. Look, he's running around. I hope he's not having pathing problems. Yeah, he is. Oh, he's doing his job. I can see why you need a lot of hospitals. These guys aren't that fast, eh? He's got his plague nose on. So those conical masks for the plague, people used to think that the doctors at the time were super ignorant for believing that a mask stuffed with like herbs and other stuff would protect them from a plague that was carried by fleas. So that was all like, haha, stupid ancient doctors don't know anything. Turns out the plague was in fact carried by air particles as well, like lung blasty particles as well. So they were actually doing it right, and they did know what they were doing. So those little masks have a history to them. So we lost a few. I think we'll throw a plague festival. We'll just throw one, because now I see that the town square provides permanent happiness for quite cheap for just one employee. And the festivals are just for getting citizens. Rats eat the excess. Okay, that's good. Hammurabi, I beg to report to you. Anyone here old enough to have played Hammurabi? And this guy's complaining that they're frickin' starving. Every granary is packed to stuffing. So funny. Yeah, anyone here old enough to have played Hammurabi? It's an old program. I got it on. I'm sure you could run it on many computers in different versions of BASIC, but I got it out of a book of programs for my Apple II Plus. Yeah, book of basic programs that you could type in yourself and play. It was a game called Hammurabi, and it just, you know, it was, you managed the kingdom, but you were just managing buying and selling land and growing and storing grain. And there was a random thing for rats and a random thing for this and that. And it was pretty cool. Hammurabi, I beg to report to you. And you would specify how long your rule was, like 10 years or whatever. And then you'd get your score at the end. And we thought that was pretty fun. Way back then, we thought that was pretty fun. Wood is out of control. Shutting down another forester. I don't think I'll demolish any. I've learned my lesson. But I am shutting that bad boy down, because we do not need 640 wood for anything. Why is there food stacked up in here? Look at this. What the hell is this? What? What is that? Oh, it's the market. I had a couple of old age deaths, but we've refilled beds rather nicely. So, am I taking this one further out? Are serious with me right now? I don't know about that. Really hard to decide what to do with this. I don't want to overdo it. Because if I bring the road out here, which is so ideal, just so perfect. If I bring the road out here, that means I have to build this too wide in piers. Oh my god. Well, let's go look at some of our other defenses while we attempt to rebalance our resources a little bit. This is all, oh, these rock removals are ready. So let's pull that rock out and see what we've got. Demolish. Oh no! Oh, I've done that before. That really annoys. That really annoys. But yeah, it gives the option to change your mind. Well, I guess we'll be coming back to this area and having a further look. When we've got that fixed again. So quarries are full blast and stony is up, rather. It's good. Wood is up too high. Charcoal's crazy high. We're going to be okay with that. I mean, we could put in more bakeries if we wanted, for example. And I think charcoal distribution is okay. I refuse to give more charcoal to those people who have none in their pantry. I have a charcoal burner across the street from them. That's not acceptable. I'm not dealing with that. Basically. So you guys are probably seeing some changes that I'm forgetting to point out. Okay, we've got this area to work with. What do we want to do with it? Well, that's a bloody good question. Are we going to bring road service into it? Yeah, I suppose we're going to have to, eh? Okay, well that stockpile has nothing in it. Oh, it has a bit in it. Because we could put a large stockpile in. We could put another granary in. You know, that one is full. What could we do here? There's a market right there. We don't need a market. There's a baker right there. We don't need a baker. There's no such thing in this game as a shoemaker. We could put in another hospital here. Yeah, that's a true thing. True thing, that. And how far from the nearest hospital are we? Not that far, but this area doesn't have much in the way of hospitality area. So if we knocked out all this part of the internal defenses right now, I'm going to do that. I'm going to rip this stuff right out. We can repurpose this area quite nicely, I think. Take all that out. Take that out. Take these guys out. Just go ahead and do it. We can always put a couple archer towers out here to provide harassing fire. But we're going to clean this up. We'll leave the ballista. We're going to clean this up. And we'll just smack a couple of archer towers along the wall to make up for what we've taken out. So we'll put one here and one here or here. Here. And we're also going to knock out these guys' meat. Or no, well, what we have here is a shore point where they do attack us. So we're going to take out this one. Because this is a point where we do get attacked. Which could actually use to be better defended. Couldn't it? Yeah, it sure could. It survived last time. We'll just hold on to it for now and keep working on what we're working on. This can go. And this can go. This can go. We're going to leave that taller tower in place, and of course that other structure in place. And now we've got this granary sitting here. It is pretty much full. Oops, it's gone. And we are going to figure out how we're doing our things here. So wasting this fertile land sort of sucks. So we're not going to do it. What we're going to do is blow out this stockpile in this farm. We're going to connect the road that way. Bring it right through here, like that. And then we're going to go ahead and farm that area, because that's all super fertile. Pop, pop, pop. And then we're going to think about the rest of this. So I'm thinking we're going to put in a large stockpile right here. Yeah, industry stockpile. I'll go ahead and put that in there. And then we're going to bring... Okay, we're going to replace that well. And we're going to replace that well, I think, here. Seems good enough. And we're going to actually... we kind of wanted road service to the new granary, didn't we? Yeah, we kind of did. So we're going to knock out this one farm. And bring the road in here too. Which is ridiculous having this massive road like this, but... Yeah, that is ridiculous, isn't it? It is how it is. We're putting a granary in. We want road service. And then we've got 4 more dots left here. There's Fartram Billow Pants. Fartram, I don't want to be looking at you. And we've got 1 more here, so... What do we do with this spot? Oh, I was going to put a hospital in. Well, the further over the better. The further over the better, so more demolishing will probably have to take place. We're going to end up losing more food production out of the area. Yeah, we are losing more food production out of the area because this well now has to come out. And road has to go into where the well was to serve the hospital. And then we still need a well. So we're going to put the well where that farm was. And just live with the loss of food production, because these were all full anyways, so probably going to be okay. Alright. So we got a row of stuff there. That's a little disorderly. I'm thinking I've really made this really strange. It's kind of... that is weird. We're living with it for now. We may correct it later. Hey, look, we can farm 1 spot. Missed one. Pop. Nice. So we'll farm that up. And then, you know, some of these other internal defenses can get knocked out. Let's knock this out. It's not doing enough to justify itself, and we'll go ahead and farm that. Thereby replacing a bit of what we lost. And the same goes for this guy. Demolish that out. Demolish that out. So we've got barren there, do we? Really? That makes me want to put housing in. What's this? A manor and a granary. Well, there's space for a cottage, but it needs road service, so I think this stockpile's coming out, and so is this farm. And we're going to put a cottage in. Or we're going to demolish this tower and put in a manor. Why not? We're demilitarizing, man. We're demilitarizing. Is what we're doing. We'll see if we need more charcoal production in the area. I don't think we do, and I'm seeing such high numbers on charcoal, I'm assuming they can kind of move it around a little maybe, eh? Also, I saw charcoal in that stockpile. So is this granary staying full? Let's take a look. Yeah, that granary's staying full, so no problem putting additional population in without beefing the farm support. Okay, so again over here we've got some completely non-useful defenses. I'm just going to demolish this and replace it very quickly. It's barren, so we'll have to think of what to do for it. Let's see what he breaks. Everyone breaks something, eh? Oh, he's down fast, eh? That's some pretty intense fire in that area. Great, he hit the road. That's great when they do that. Man, we need some rebuilding out here too, eh? It's now this is all just crazy. Madness. It's improving. It's improving. Had to rip out the bridges and put in piers because they don't consider a bridge road service. They don't like it. I think we need a couple festivals to jack up our population. I'm gonna throw a festival. Happiness is really good. They love it when we shoot dragons, basically. Makes them really happy. Festival of the Dragon, let it begin. Too long. Losing our excess food, new granary under construction. Some quarries have no place to store their stonework is halted. I hate you. I hate you. Some of these stockpiles are empty, chumpins. You know, like, just move the stone. You know? Oh well, this is working fine. I want to take that well out and put a road in. This seems so pointless having the well there, eh? Oh god. It is what it is. You know, if I demolish this tower out, then I can move the well and do something different here. I'll change things a little. So we're going to go ahead and take it out. It's excess, really. It used to be closer to the edge of town. So yeah, we'll put a new well in on the barren spot there. Click, we'll demolish this well out. And we'll at least use that for farming, if nothing bloody else, because it's good land. So. Need more housing too. Iron's down a bit. We may have to open a new mine in the end. We'll see how it goes. Of course, we got so many tools that iron can actually go flat and then just bounce, and we'll still be fine. Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll let iron bounce off the zero. We won't bother with a new mine. I'd like to get some more housing in around here because the food's getting eaten up in quick order. So, really seems like housing is a good idea for here. Now, it increases density a bit if I replace these two cottages with manors. Do I have the space? No, I don't. Our beds are full, so I'm not going to be doing that. Had to reopen the double quarries. No choice. That charcoal burner has to keep going. No choice. My god. And this is where all the tools in town are stored, folks. And quite a lot of wood, actually. So that's good. It's central. And we've got a space back here that's not in proper use. So I'm not sure what to do with that. Is this granary? It's not quite full. We're going to keep that internal defense for now. It's kind of nice to have it near the castle like that. But yeah, we've got some space we're not using right there, and that's not the way you want things, is it? No, it isn't. Damn it. Do we rebuild the small granary back there? Do we knock out the granary and the mason? Yeah, we could knock out the granary and the mason and put a big granary in. I think that's probably might be... I don't know. That's a market? Okay. How's it doing for stuff? Let's see what that market's got. Pretty damn good. They're pretty well loaded up. So, would a larger granary be sensible here? No, this one isn't filling. So, no, continuing to have a small granary here is the way to rock. And housing isn't going to work if the mason's there. So the trick is to remove the mason to somewhere else, but I'm not really too sure. Or to live with just having one mason. Yeah, let's live with just having one mason, shall we? Let's blow this mason out. And let's... Well, we don't want to lose that farming if we're only at 100 storage here. So I kind of want to put, you know, like a manor here or something. It's too bad it doesn't count as neighbors when they're real, you know, like... Oh look, a whole bunch of food is coming into it. Okay, let's see how far up she goes. Oh, it's loading up. It's approaching 200, so it's all good, and they all came from this way. We can lose that farm. We're going to. So, farm out. Granary out. Just after they finish filling it. Eh? What a jerk. And we're going to go manor. And put it here. And we're going to go cottage. And put it here. And they're going to have to find food somewhere. And these come out. Bang. Bang, and piers go in because they won't tolerate the lameness of not having a road. Okay, so we lost a granary. That's pretty important, but we added quite a bunky bunk of housing, so we're going to knock this guy out, and we're just going to have to suffer the happiness kick if it is one, and we'll put a granary in right there. So put a granary in right there. Real convenient to the market and the roadway. Should work fine. Should work fine, should do the job. And now they don't have a mason to complain about the noise from, so that's great. Alright, we'll come back to that in a minute. Let's go have a look over here. We've got some materials built up, so I can actually consider, yeah, let's just keep doing it. Let's go ahead and get really heavy duty with it. Let's go right over to the library here and start. But what are we going to do with all this space? There's not enough food production in area to really support it. Oh, you know, that is the truth. There is not enough food production in area. Unless they can get food from over here. Yeah, if I put a market in between them, they should be GTG, and I can recover more farming space by demolishing defenses later. So, actually, this is fine. This is fine. We're going to do this. So we're going to take it all the way out to there. Oh, I just made a mistake. Well, let's see if I've got a lot of piers left. Boy, this sure takes out the resources. Oh, I made another mistake. It's because the program's bugging a little. Why don't I just place them on pause? Then I won't have this problem. I was doing it off pause so that resources would keep building up while I did it, but they're not going to build up to a significant degree, so let's just keep banging these down. So that allows the road to come out plus some, and then we're going to take it all the way out to the defensive zone here. Or not, because we just ran out. Okay, we ran out, that's fine. We are still a little over far ahead on wood, but we're probably going to have to build a bunch of archer towers at some point, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to have that wood. Charcoal is now ludicrous, and we're going to take out a charcoal burner anywhere that it looks like there's too many. I mean, they are all over town, and they should be all over town, but look, here's two that are a little too close together. So they're both near stockpiles. And I don't see any charcoal. I see one charcoal in that stockpile. Oh no, that's charcoal. I see one charcoal in this stockpile and no charcoal in this stockpile. So maybe that's all getting used up by that neighborhood, eh? Let's keep looking. Okay, here's one that's not near houses, but it is near a baker. Ah, so we don't want to take that out. And the same with that, it's feeding a baker. This isn't feeding anyone anything. This is doing nothing. It's outie. Pow, it's gone. And we'll use the... I don't think windmills affect orchards, unfortunately. Because we need a well here for sure. Safety, safety. But it wouldn't be a bad thing to have another granary, would it? Wouldn't be a bad thing to have another granary, and there's just room there for that now. Ah, that's annoying. We certainly don't want another forester. God only knows. Well, we'll have to figure that one out. I mean, we can convert those orchards to farms, and then a windmill would affect them. That's true. But then that's converting orchards to farms. And orchards are a bit of food insurance. Of course, our food production is freaking stupendous. We don't need a windmill there. I don't know what to do with that space now. You know what I'm going to do with that space? I'm going to move the well into it? No, I'm not. What am I going to do with that space? What have I got that'll work there? A hovel with no neighbors. That'd be nice. There's no 1-dot food items other than windmills and farms. We could stockpile it. We got one here. Oh, and it's... Sure, why not? We could stockpile that. It's a strange spot for one, because it has no road service, so... Really, let's see our well coverage here. Really, interestingly, I don't know. Like, moving the well back makes it harder for them to use the well. But a stockpile kind of makes sense here. It does. So we're going to go ahead and move the well, which is a little weird, but that's what's happening. And we're going to go get a stockpile and put it in there. I think that'll work for the moment. Oops, I didn't mean to press that button. So we're not having a whole bunch of bogs and hangs today. One thing is it's cooler in here because I put on the exhaust fan in the bathroom next to us. No place to store stone. Come on, I just used up all the stone, dude. I know the agricultural guy is just going to say the same damn thing he always says. I put on an extractor fan in the bathroom next to me here, and I think it's really helping keep some of the heat that builds up from the computer out of the room. I think part of the problem yesterday was we were overheating the poor brute. It's got major cooling systems. Yeah, it has impressive and wonderful cooling systems. But there's a limit to what they can do. Alright, let's put in a few more piers. Let's go ahead and do that. I wonder how many we get. Almost enough. Not quite enough. Not quite enough. Unless we want to build it with a notch on the edge, we could do. There's no big objection to that, actually. We'll see how it all works out. I'm happy about that. Except I also feel weird about it. Okay, where's this burnt tower? Oh. Yeah, I think we'll replace that. I think we will. That's in our weak point. This is our weak point out here. This is not a well-defended or well-designed defense. It's not well defended, and the defense is not well designed. We'll fix that next episode, because I'm thinking I better keep the episode lengths down a little bit due to frying the computer. Charcoal's still just nuts. Like, there's so much charcoal in this town. I don't know what to do about it. I do not know what to do about the charcoal thing. Everything's going well. This is, you know, I thought of this as our new neighborhood just recently, and this is now a fairly established little neighborhood. I think it's working fairly well. Oh, our new hospital. Where did I just put that? Way over here. Let's see how that's all looking. Let's see how that's all looking. It's over this way, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Here we are. Oh, right, I was thinking... That is odd, isn't it? The way the roads are. It's not 100% sensibleness. I'll tell you that. And look at this cluster of street signs. What the... Hey! I can put a town square in there. There's nobody that lives near it at all. What's the point? Nobody lives here. That's pretty funny. I guess I could put a market in. I think there's a market pretty close by. Maybe there isn't. Well, you know, a market might not be a bad idea. I wonder if the market's close enough to serve these households, though. Because, yeah, there we are with 4 spots that could be replaced with anything that acts similar to road. Anything that acts similar to road. Oh, the heck with it. Leave it for now. Leave it for now. It'll tell the doctors which way to go. It's all going to work out. It's all going to work out. We're up to 1,820 beds now. That's pretty sweet. Happiness is a steady 65. I think that's about all it can be with the tax level we're at. After we demolish a lot more defenses, we can consider lowering the tax, because a lot of that money is paying the defenses. Oh, what do you want? I don't know. I'm glad there was enough harvest for us not to be able to store. That's all I can say to you, Mr. Agriculture. These stockpiles are ridiculous. What the hell is going on? Oh well. That's cool that there's wood here. But the tools and weapons over it. Hey, let's train some soldiers. Gotta keep remembering to do it, right? What do you mean soldiers 1 ready and waiting? I thought I already trained 2. Well, I'm gonna train up a big army before we hire a hero. That way we can swoop down on the Vikings when they land here and give them doughty battlings. Doughty battlings. I think that's how you pronounce that word. Anyway, we'll just smush those Viking devils. How's this granary do? Fire has claimed an orchard. God's sakes. And I think something else too. No, just the orchard. There's our soldier. Why did we only have 1 soldier? Where's that burned orchard? Okay. Burnt orchard. In an area, well, of large food production, actually, so I think we're going to backyard farm and cottage up. What we're going to do. Let's pause. Let's get a cottage. No manners here. Just another cottage, and we'll backyard farm it. They can have a little, you know, co-op garden out back that all the inhabitants work together. That's nice, right? I think that's nice. We'll keep raising our walls to 2 height eventually, but we got a few more citizens. Good, and we have lots of beds. We're solid on food. It is down a little. This massive space, I have no clue what we're doing with it. Obviously, it's going to be a major extension of town. Perhaps we'll put a town square in here and a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah, maybe we'll bring it all the way across. Yeah, we'll bring it all the way across right out here. And we'll put a town square. No, 'cause that won't make any residents happy. We'll put a market near these farms, or a market in the middle, or even a market a little further over this way from the middle, hoping to feed these homes with the market. That's a good idea. Yeah, how's this granary? Full, so we can probably slam in another granary and be pretty much GTG on that. So let's see if we can get enough piers in to slam in the granary. And we'll just put another one right next to this one. Although we're going to want road service happening for granary, eh? Yeah, we are. Like, we're going to want a road that brings the granary to the market pretty directly. I'm not sure. Well, you know, I can't make the decision on what's going to be the best way to do that just yet. So let's throw in that 1 more pier. This certainly gives the Vikings something to land on. God. Vladimir Winters has died of old age. And then these still slightly frontiersy areas, this is like the last frontiersiness left here, will be left as they are. I can't believe this is with quarries flat out, man. This is pretty brutal. I really demolished too many quarries. Well, stuck with it for now. We are building. Actually, we did get a fair bit of stone built up. Too long to store that. Oh no, we grow more than we can store. We need more granaries. Viking raiders may be coming. Let's fortify as best we can. Oh, really? Oh, interesting. Perhaps they are going to show, eh? Let's train a soldier. Let's train a soldier. We got 107 idle. We might as well start loading them in, eh? Oh, I like the way the castle is. It's weird having a granary next to the castle, but it's actually... I mean, not only does it serve the market here, it's like, yeah, the people in the castle kind of get to eat before, like, anyone else does. That's sort of the way this game works. You know, keep training soldiers up. Every time those drums beat, we'll train another one. Well, I'm hoping them Vikings show. I'm gonna go up to time 2. Oh, we just gained some citizens. That's cool. Let's watch our balance. Food is like whibsy wobbsy. It does get into the 11,000 again, so that's okay. I'm happy enough with that. Gold is solid. Likes the sound of rain, Brandon Medina does. And we're just going to keep stuffing these idlers into the army one by one. Because we've closed down some of our internal defenses, and that has made extra idlers. I'm going to go with speed 3. I want the Vikings. There they are. Alright. Here we go. Here they come, and they did bring ogres. That's kind of cool, folks. Hello, Vikings. Hello, ogres. Here's our potent defenses, probably about to open fire. No, they're shearing off out of range of everything except the best of the ballistae, eh? Here we go. We got some arrows coming in. I wonder where they're gonna shear off. I mean, I wonder where the other bunch is going. I hope these are actually hitting and I'm just not seeing the white Cladukis, because if those aren't hitting, I'll be kind of mad. Okay, the other ones are shearing off now. Alright, let's keep following them. Great, I love that we're getting another raid to end the episode. Please let the game not crash. I hope those are actually hitting. I'm not seeing any white things. Yeah, there's white things. That middle guy seems to be getting away with murder. Okay, let's see where these ones headed. They're headed over here. They're probably going to meet with an untimely demise. I am guessing. And where's the Vikings themselves? This is weird. Like, are they scared? Are they just sending their ogres to soften us? Like, there's no Vikings. There's no Vikings. There's only ogres. So if you had a random of Vikings and ogres, and it was like 1 to 10 Viking ships and 1 to 10 ogre ships plus a modifier or something, that would make sense, but a 0 Viking ship modifier doesn't make any sense. This is hard mode. Where's my Vikings? I expect it's another bug. The game is quite new, and I anticipate that they probably will add features and probably will bug fix. I hope that the devs decide to pay that kind of attention to the game. It's quite a good game. It's quite a fun game. And it would develop a long-term following, I think, if it's supported properly. It's essential that it be supported properly. I mean, I'm going to do another city or two, and then if nothing major's changed in the game, I'll move on. And I'm sure a lot of YouTubers are the same, and a lot of gamers who don't YouTube are the same. It's just like, okay, well, that was fun, but there's nothing new, so moving on. So, hey, here's my list. Here's my dev wish list for this game. I'd really like to see catapult ships that could destroy your defenses from a distance, from offshore, so that walling the entire island doesn't work anymore. And I'd like to see catapults for us too. I'd like to see trading ships come. If you build a dock facility, like if we built out a pier like this and built a big dock and a road and some storage, I'd like to see the ability to have trading ships come. What else is on my list? Well, catapults and trading ships are kind of the biggies on my list. Anything else they want to add would be wonderful, and anything anyone else can think of is going to be wonderful. I love this game. It's really fun. But yeah, catapults so that walling the island doesn't work anymore. That would be awesome. That would kind of extend play value for me. And maybe more types of enemy even. Oh, he's going to blow up a granary. The devil. Oh no, he moved on. Oh, he's coming down now. Let's see what he wrecks. Is he going to hit that archer tower? Yeah, he is. Didn't do much damage. Just banged up the castle block. Cool. Oh, hey, I ripped out some bridge and went to put in road service, so let's get over and get that dealt with, because those guys have got an anti-check for no road. It looks like I finished it. Fire's claimed a charcoal maker. Okay. Actually, maybe not okay. Charcoal was down, so we will replace him. we will replace him because charcoal was just hitting balance now. So we'll go ahead and replace that. That's cool. So what? I already did that bridge and road service. I already actually finished that, and you guys must have watched me do it too. That's weird. I could have sworn I didn't finish doing that. Oh well, go figure. What do I know? I'm just me. What do I know about me? Yeah, okay, that worked. Libraries, hospital, granary, stockpile. That's an effective little zone. I'm happy with it. And here's one of our weak points where Vikings can really land and ogres can really land. So eventually that's going to have to be dealt with. We'll look into that next episode. I'm going to bid you guys farewell before the game crashes. Would you, advisors, please? I don't care. I don't care. Advisors. And yeah, we'll leave you at Lord Levi with his dog cow antler robot. Dog cow antler robot. Hey, Levi. He's pretty cool looking. He's got quite the, trying to get to his face clearly here. He's got quite the hairdo under his crown. And yeah, guys, that's a dog with antlers. Like, take a look at that. That is a dog with antlers. So, we'll leave you on Levi. Bid you farewell. Hope you guys had fun here today in my fixed up and modified kingdom. And yeah, until next time. Bye for now.